When we think of Christmas, we think of Santa Claus. His jolly laugh, his red suit, the sleigh, his reindeer, and the joy he brings to children around the world. Santa Claus has truly become the staple of Christmas, representing the spirit of giving and joy. But beneath this commercialized image lies a rich history that few are aware of. Let's explore the story of Saint Nicholas, a figure of compassion and generosity. Saint Nicholas was born around 270 AD in Patara, a city in Lycia, a region in modern-day Turkey. His family was wealthy, devout Christians, and instilled in him strong values of charity and faith. After the death of his parents, Nicholas inherited their fortune and chose to use it for charitable works. He was known for secretly giving gifts to those in need, which earned him the nickname Wonder Worker. He became a priest and later a bishop of Myra due to his piety, wisdom, and dedication to the Christian faith.
Today, people want to use the image of Santa Claus or Saint Nicholas in order to gain wealth, in order to create a culture of consumerism and so on. But this wasn't the spirit of the real Santa Claus. Saint Nicholas was not looking, how can I gain or take from others, but what can I do to give? This is the spirit of the true Santa Claus. This is the spirit of the Christian feast of Christmas, that Jesus came into the world not to be served, but to serve. And this is what our Saint Nicholas lived by. He lived a life of service, of Christian service and love to neighbor.
Saint Nicholas was famous for his generosity and acts of kindness, such as secretly providing dowries for poor girls to prevent them from being sold into slavery and helping the sick and oppressed.
So there's a story of a man who was very poor and decided to sell his daughters off as slaves, a really terrible thing. Saint Nicholas, as the bishop of the area, heard about this, and he decided to do something. Secretly, however, because he didn't want to receive praise. And so one night, he came to this man's home and through the window tossed a bag of gold, enough so that when he woke up in the morning, not only was he filled with shock and amazement, but great joy because he didn't have to commit this horrible act of selling his daughters off. He gave enough for all three daughters, and he was able to marry them off and provide a dowry for his children, for his daughters. And they had an honorable marriage in the church.
His deeds became the foundation for the modern-day figure of Santa Claus. His feast day, December 6th, became a time of gift-giving and charity in many Christian traditions. The evolution of Saint Nicholas to Santa took many forms. In the Netherlands, his story took on new life as Sinterklaas, celebrated on December 6th. Sinterklaas was depicted as a stately figure in bishop's robes, accompanied by helpers and known for giving gifts to children. When Dutch settlers brought the tradition to America, Sinterklaas began to transform. Over time, elements of other cultures blended in, and by the early 19th century, writers like Washington Irving and Clement Clarke Moore reimagined him as a jolly, plump figure. Moore's famous poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," cemented the image of Santa Claus as a cheerful, gift-bringing visitor who traveled in a sleigh pulled by reindeer. By the 20th century, commercial art, most notably Coca-Cola advertisements, refined Santa into the red-suited, white-bearded icon we recognize today. From Sinterklaas to the jolly figure we recognize today, the essence of giving remains. As we celebrate Christmas, let us remember the spirit of Saint Nicholas, the real Santa, whose legacy of kindness and generosity continues to inspire us today.